it's me, back with one of these again. I've recently found out that I really like platformers, which isn't a weird thing by any means. I've just never really played good ones until recently. Initially, when I'd hear the word platformer, I think about Mario, or Jump King, or Minecraft parkour maps. These games were all good in their own rights, but they all lacked a certain appeal to me. An appeal that I legitimately thought platformers lacked until I started coming across games like Hollow Knight, Pizza Tower, and Rain World. These games showed me that platformers could be more in-depth than jumping from ledge to ledge. Smooth movements with snappy controls, beautiful worlds with in-depth stories and lore to learn about, ever-expanding skill ceilings, and constant replayability. These games showed me that platformers are pretty awesome. So there's this fishing game. Most game demos are reasonably short exposés that show off some of the core mechanics of the game to get people excited. The big catch, Tacklebox, is basically a complete game in its own right. From the very start of it, you're treated to beautiful graphics styled after early 3D platformers. It's got snappy animations with so much character to them that you don't even need to know anything about who you play as to know that he's a cocky little shit. As an introduction, you get thrown into a little playground that covers most of the mechanics you'll be facing in the game. And let me tell you, you need that playground. This game does no hand-holding. The game doesn't magnetically attach you to the wall if you run at it. There's no painter going around making sure you know what to do. You have to know how to move around your environment in order to get anywhere. It's honestly a breath of fresh air. When I first tried this game out, I spent around 20 minutes learning how to wall run correctly. And it has got to have been the most satisfying wall run I've ever accomplished. And the best thing is that it continues to be. Every time. The big catch lets you feel the satisfaction of scaling a mountain under artillery bombardment, of hanging onto a wall for just the right amount of time, or hitting a sick movement combo that totally on purpose. When you play this game, it is you who is distinctly in control. And every mountain you conquer is distinctly because of your mastery of the game's mechanics. And don't get me wrong, much like my favorite Pizza Tower's gloriously greasy moveset, the movement in this game is buttery smooth. Momentum can be hard to get, but with the right techniques, you can go absolutely careening off a ledge into a pit, or it through a level at Mach 2. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, I've mentioned the effect of well-made stories and lore in games that I play. I'm an absolute sucker for well-written, well-placed storytelling in games. And as for the big catches story, we don't really see anything. The most we get is an offhanded comment about an apocalypse that occurred, and a couple details about the post-apocalyptic economy, which has somehow led to fishing being an incredibly lucrative business. But I can't really say much about it with how little the demo offers. However, what I will talk about are the parts of the story that you can glean from the environment. Massive castles, monoliths, shrines, and otherwise lay barren around an even more massive desert, home to only fish, as those who made them died or something, I don't know. I absolutely love apocalypse environments, so getting to jump around these abandoned buildings is like a dream to me. So much detail has been put into the environments, despite the fact that this is a demo, that I legitimately can do nothing other than applaud the devs. If this is what they can come up with as a demo, I'm so excited for the full game's release. Now, this is the short bit at the end of my long-winded love letter, talking about some of the negatives of the demo. I personally enjoyed it quite a lot, and only ran into one consistent issue throughout my playthrough of it. That being that sometimes the game is a little too confusing to navigate. Now, I'm not the most observant person, but sometimes the way forward can be hidden around corners that you can't really check, or mechanics that I initially thought were optional, and now feel very stupid for forgetting about. It's the kind of thing that breaks up gameplay by requiring you either retrace your steps or look up a walkthrough, which, for some people, isn't even a bad thing. I myself feel a strange pride for the game having me look at a walkthrough after so many years of being babied by AAA stuff. but it's still the only thing I ran into that broke up the gameplay in such a way. All in all, I gotta say, Philip Group is doing an excellent job, and I really hope to see the full game come out soon. By the way, Tacklebox is free, so if you found anything about this game interesting to you, I'd highly urge you to go check it out. Trust me, it's a blast. Thank you to anybody who made it to this point in the video. I'm gonna take this opportunity to shell my Twitch. No, don't go. Pretty much all of the footage from the game, and a lot of other games, comes from my live streams on Twitch. I stream pretty commonly, Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays, so feel free to come check out the stuff if you're at all interested.